Welcome back. If you missed any of the previous episodes, I am putting the links on the show notes of this video. And today I am sharing habit number 7, the habit of waking before the sun. Wake up early and seize the best hours of your day and devote them to plan on how you want your day, your week, and your life to go. The most successful people belong to the Early Risers Club. Waking up early will improve your productivity and your creativity. Science has proven that at an early start, the brain is most susceptible to learning and creating. It has a higher capacity for cognitive function. It is more alert. It has shown to have a higher capacity for concentration. Your brain wave patterns range from 8 to 13 hertz or cycles per second, and this puts you into the alpha state, which is the gateway to the subconscious mind, where all the power resides. This is the most profound time for learning because your mind is most relaxed and it will suck up information like a sponge. Waking up early before the sun, between 4:30 a.m. and 5 a.m., will give you a head start on the world. The accumulative hours that you'll gain, that you can dedicate to learning, planning, exercising, will do wonders for your life. Here are a few things for you to consider on your way to develop this early risers habit. Set your alarm back in small increments. If you're not an early riser and waking up to those hours is too much for you to do, set your alarm just 15 minutes earlier than you would typically wake, and try that for a few days until you get used to it. Then challenge yourself to put your alarm 30 minutes before you would typically wake, and keep applying those challenges for 45 minutes and then 60 until you hit the 4:30 a.m. target, and your body will get used to it. Mind over mattress is imperative if you want to achieve an increase in productivity. I have friends who struggle. They keep hitting the snooze button. It is a good idea to leave your phone or your alarm clock out of reach so that you physically have to leave the bed to shut it off, making it less comfortable for you to stay in bed. Trust me, the more you keep applying this technique of waking up earlier and earlier, the easier it will get. You will reach a point of automaticity. It will become second nature, and you will rise even before your alarm clock. In fact, it will be easier for your body to be up at 5 a.m. than not. Which brings me to a little downside of this, which is not so bad for me, but it will become such a part of your internal clock that even on weekends, on holidays, and even those times where you actually want to sleep in, you will be up before the sun. But the benefits outweigh this tiny inconvenience. Go to bed early. Of course, you can be up at 4:30 a.m. without adjusting your night routine. Go to bed earlier so that you don't sacrifice an adequate amount of sleep. It may be difficult in the start, but soon your body will crave going to bed early. Going to bed when it's dark is important to avoid disruptions to your circadian rhythm. Your cells are susceptible to dark and light, and as soon as it gets dark, your pineal gland secretes melatonin, your sleep regulating hormone that prepares your body for sleep. Melatonin production is crucial. Your brain needs it to regulate your body temperature, blood pressure, your blood glucose, but also your weight. When you are up all hours of the night burning the midnight oil on your TV or your computer, or even exposed to regular lighting at nighttime, it interrupts the natural production of melatonin. Now, you may take supplementation There's little pills that you can take a few hours before it gets dark to help you get to sleep. But I am of the belief that it is always better to train our bodies to do what it needs to do naturally. The other important fact is that your body needs 8 to 12 hours of good sleep, because that is the only time that it can regenerate and self-heal. So if you are the kind of person that resents sleep and you think that you can do it in 5 to 6 hours, think again. I try to sleep a minimum of 9 hours. I've also invested in an Aura ring. I don't know if you can see it. The Aura ring gives me important information about my internal health. It tracks the different stages of my sleep, my body temperature, my glucose, my heart rate variability, and it tells me every day the time frame in which I have to be ready for bed to keep optimal health. Leave your window curtains open at night. Leaving your window shades or your curtains open is a great way to wake up. This way, as soon as the rays of sun permeate through your window, it will alert you to get up. And this is because the retinas in our eyes have light-sensitive cells called photoreceptors. And as soon as they sense the light, they send a message to the brain that it's time to get up. And the brain releases a hormone, serotonin, which is responsible for helping you wake up, getting you alert, and giving you the energy that you need for the day. One cute way of remembering this is what Joe Dispenza always says. Remember, you go to sleep with melatonin, and you wake up with serotonin. Now, this may be more difficult during the winter months, especially if you live in Canada like I do, because we don't get sunlight until much later in the morning. So during those times, you will have to exercise a little bit more willpower. But if you live in a tropical place, this will do wonders for you. Create a morning ritual. It is important that you plan ahead what you're going to do with all these newfound hours. Set a routine that works for you. What are those things that you always wanted to do, but you complain there's never enough time? Perhaps use this time to read a book, write your goals, learn a new language, go for a jog, a walk, or time to reflect, to journal, have a nice breakfast. The point is, use this time for yourself. Plan ahead of time how you're gonna spend that time before the world awakes and takes you hostage. Here is my routine to give you an idea on what to do with yours. I typically wake up between 4:45 and 5 a.m. As soon as my eyes open, I put a hand over my heart and I spend about 5 to 10 minutes immersed in gratitude. So that's my meditation time. I never let my feet touch the ground without first giving thanks for the privilege of having awakened to another day. I then spend another 30 minutes listening to a podcast or reading while I'm getting ready, my coffee, my vitamins, which includes a shot of freshly squeezed lime or lemon with a pinch of Himalayan sea salt, because that is a natural immune booster. I then spend about an hour dedicated to my writing. By 6:45, I'm at the gym, and by 8:20, I'm ready to take my kid to school. So use that time for self-mastery, because that is the only way you're going to continue to improve your capacity and your potential. So use that time wisely for yourself first. I hope you found this information useful in helping you with your new habit of seizing the day. And if you missed any of the previous episodes, just search for Waleuska's Top 10 Habits for a Successful Life. And I will see you next week with habit number 8, the habit of failing often and learning from it. See you on the next episode.